Hello and welcome. If you're joining me today, chances are you or someone you love is grappling with the daily reality of arthritis. That persistent, nagging ache in the knees when you go upstairs, the stiffness in your hands that makes it hard to grip your morning coffee cup, or that deep, throbbing pain in your hips that greets you first thing in the morning. You've likely been told it's just wear and tear, an inevitable part of aging, a fact of life you simply have to endure. But what if I told you that while arthritis is indeed common, especially after 60, passively enduring it is not your only option? What if that narrative is incomplete and, frankly, disempowering? What if there are powerful, science-backed strategies beyond just popping pills that can sometimes harm your stomach, that can significantly calm the underlying factors, ease discomfort, manage stiffness, and help you reclaim a more active, vibrant, and joyful life? I'm Alex Jordan, your senior health guide, and for years, I've dedicated myself to helping seniors cut through the confusion and navigate the complexities of aging with vitality. My passion is to find what works, based on real science, to help you feel your best. Today, we are diving deep. We're cutting through the noise surrounding arthritis. We won't just talk about masking symptoms for a few hours. We'll explore actionable, natural approaches rooted in nutritional science and lifestyle medicine to address the underlying factors contributing to your joint pain. This isn't about miracle cures. It's about empowering you with knowledge, because knowledge is power. If you're ready to move from passively enduring to proactively managing your joint health, make sure you subscribe right now and click that notification bell. We share practical, life-changing information here every week, and you won't want to miss it. So, what is arthritis, really? While there are hundreds of types, the two most common culprits, especially as we age, are osteoarthritis, OA, and rheumatoid arthritis, RA. Osteoarthritis, or OA, is the one most often called wear and tear. It happens when the cartilage, that slick, protective, rubbery cushion on the ends of your bones, breaks down over time. Without that cushion, bone can start to rub on bone, which causes pain, stiffness, and sometimes even the formation of little bone spurs that can make things worse. Rheumatoid arthritis, or RA, is different. It's an autoimmune condition. This is where your body's own immune system gets confused and mistakenly attacks the lining of your joints, called the synovial membrane. This attack causes widespread inflammation, swelling, and pain, and over time, it can destroy the joint itself. But here's the crucial point that is so often missed, especially with osteoarthritis. It is not just simple mechanical wear. There is a significant inflammatory component involved. Think of it less like a tire wearing thin, and more like a low-grade fire constantly simmering within the joint. This inflammation isn't just a symptom, it's an active process. Your cells in that area are releasing inflammatory messenger molecules, things called cytokines and prostaglandins, that signal for pain, call in more inflammatory cells, and release enzymes that actively eat away at your cartilage. It's a vicious cycle. This understanding is incredibly empowering. Why? Because if inflammation is a key driver, and not just a symptom, we can target it. Inflammation can be influenced by our daily choices. For decades, the standard approach focused heavily on pain relief medications, the NSAIDs like ibuprofen. And while those have their place for a bad flare-up, relying only on them is like constantly mopping up a flooded floor without fixing the leaky pipe. They block the pain signals, but they don't fix the source of the fire. We need to address the source, and a huge part of that source lies in what we eat and how we live. Let's start with nutrition, arguably one of the most powerful and yet most underutilized tools in your arthritis-fighting arsenal. Forget fad diets. The most robust scientific evidence points towards an anti-inflammatory eating pattern, often resembling the traditional Mediterranean diet. First, let's talk about what to add. Think fatty fish. I'm talking about salmon, especially wild-caught, mackerel, sardines, herring, and anchovies. These are bursting with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. Here's how they work. Your body uses fats to create signaling molecules. Fats from the omega-6 family, which we'll get to, are used to create pro-inflammatory signals. EPA and DHA from fish oil compete for the same pathways, but they get converted into powerfully anti-inflammatory signals, essentially cooling the fire from the inside out. Aim for at least 2 generous 3-4 ounce servings per week. Second, load up on colorful fruits and vegetables. I want you to eat the rainbow, and I mean it. The colors in plants are not just pretty, they are the pigments of powerful antioxidants and polyphenols. We're talking about the deep purple in blueberries and blackberries, anthocyanins, the bright red in cherries and bell peppers, the deep orange in sweet potatoes, beta-carotene, and the rich green in spinach, kale, and especially broccoli, sulforaphane. These compounds act like a cellular defense team, neutralizing unstable free radicals that ricochet around your joints, causing damage and fanning the flames of inflammation. Third, embrace truly healthy fats from plant sources. Extra virgin olive oil, or EVOO, should be your primary fat. It's a cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet for a reason. It contains a unique compound called oleocanthal, which researchers have discovered has anti-inflammatory effects that work on the exact same pathway as ibuprofen, but gently and without the side effects. Also, avocados, nuts, especially walnuts, which also contain plant-based omega-3s, and seeds, like flax seeds and chia seeds. Now, just as important, what should we limit or avoid? This is where many people see the fastest results. Number 1, highly processed foods, sugary drinks, and refined carbohydrates. I'm talking about sodas, fruit juices, cookies, cakes, white bread, pastries. When you consume these, your blood sugar spikes, and your body releases insulin to manage it. These high sugar and insulin spikes are profoundly pro-inflammatory, sending signals throughout your body to ramp up inflammation. Number 2, certain omega-6 vegetable oils. This is a critical point. We need some omega-6 fats, but our modern diet is drowning in them, creating a massive imbalance with our low omega-3 intake. The main culprits are corn oil, soybean oil, sunflower, safflower, and cottonseed oil. These are in everything: processed foods, salad dressings, baked goods, and restaurant meals. An excess of these fats provides the raw material for your body to create those pro-inflammatory compounds we talked about. Swapping these for olive oil is a game-changing move. Number 3, trans fats and processed meats. Trans fats, partially hydrogenated oils, are a disaster for inflammation and are thankfully being phased out, but still check labels. Processed meats like hot dogs, bacon, and deli meats often contain nitrates and nitrites, which can increase inflammation, as well as compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, which are highly inflammatory. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Move more? But my joints hurt when I move. It's a valid concern, and it feels like a cruel catch-22. It hurts to move so you don't move. But when you don't move, your joints get stiffer, your muscles get weaker, and the pain gets worse. Gentle, appropriate movement is one of the best therapies for most types of arthritis. Here's why. First, movement lubricates the joints. Your cartilage is like a sponge. It doesn't have its own blood supply. It gets its nutrients from the fluid in your joint, the synovial fluid. When you move and compress the joint, it's like squeezing the sponge, pushing out old fluid. When you release, it sucks in a fresh supply of nutrient-rich fluid. Movement is literally joint lubrication. Second, movement strengthens the muscles supporting the joints. Think of your knees and hips. Strong quadriceps and glutes act like powerful living shock absorbers, taking the load and impact off the joint cartilage itself. The key is gentle and consistent. Start small. Think low impact. Swimming or water aerobics are fantastic. The buoyancy of the water supports your body weight, allowing you to move your joints through a full range of motion with minimal impact. Walking is wonderful. Get a good, supportive pair of shoes and start with just 10 minutes. Cycling, stationary or outdoors, is also excellent, as it's a smooth, non-pounding motion. And I cannot overstate the benefits of practices like Tai Chi and yoga. They've been shown in clinical trials to be incredibly effective for arthritis pain because they combine gentle movement, range of motion, muscle strengthening, and a mindfulness component that helps manage the stress of chronic pain. Two other crucial factors are weight management and stress. If you are carrying even a few extra pounds, it puts a tremendous amplified load on your weight-bearing joints. The science is stunning. Every 1 pound of body weight lost can remove 4 pounds of pressure from your knees and 6 pounds of pressure from your hips with every step you take. Losing just 10 pounds can feel like taking a 40 to 60 pound backpack off your joints. And let's not underestimate the mind-body connection. Chronic stress is toxic for arthritis. When you are chronically stressed, your body is stuck in a fight-or-flight mode, pumping out the hormone cortisol. In short bursts, cortisol is anti-inflammatory, but when it's high all the time, your body becomes resistant to it, and this chronic stress state actually fuels the inflammatory fire. This also makes your brain more sensitive to pain signals. Deep, restorative sleep is just as critical. Sleep is not passive. It's when your body does its most critical repair work, releasing growth hormone to fix damaged tissues. Pain can disrupt sleep, but poor sleep, in turn, lowers your pain threshold and worsens inflammation. It's another vicious cycle we must break with good sleep hygiene. A dark, cool room, and no screens before bed. Finally, alongside this crucial foundation of diet and lifestyle, targeted supplementation can provide additional support. But it's vital to choose wisely. Omega-3 fish oil. If you don't eat fatty fish, a high-quality supplement is key. Look for one that clearly states the amount of EPA and DHA. For inflammation, you generally want a higher ratio of EPA. Curcumin, from turmeric. This is the potent anti-inflammatory compound in turmeric. The problem is, it's very hard for your body to absorb. Simply eating turmeric spice won't do it. Look for a supplement formulated for high bioavailability, either combined with piperine, black pepper, or even better in a phytosome or micellar form. Vitamin D. This is a hormone, not just a vitamin. It is crucial for bone health and is a powerful modulator of the immune system. Deficiency is extremely common and is strongly linked to worse arthritis symptoms. Get your levels checked. Magnesium. This master mineral is involved in over 300 processes, including muscle relaxation and nerve function. Many of us are deficient. Magnesium glycinate is an excellent, well-absorbed choice that also helps with calm and sleep. Glucosamine and chondroitin. These are components of cartilage. The evidence is mixed, but many studies show they can provide modest pain relief for some people with osteoarthritis, particularly in the knee. If you try it, get a reputable brand, like glucosamine sulfate, and give it at least 3 months. Boswellia, or Indian frankincense. This is another powerful plant-based anti-inflammatory that works on a different inflammatory pathway than curcumin, making it a great complementary supplement. Navigating supplements can feel overwhelming. To help, I've curated a list in the description below with links to high-quality, effective forms of these supplements based on the research. And I must emphasize, always talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement, especially if you have other health conditions or take medications like blood thinners. So, the most important takeaway? Consistency is key. These aren't overnight fixes. They are daily habits, small shifts that accumulate over time to create significant, lasting change. Please do not try to change everything at once. That's a recipe for overwhelm. Start small. Pick 1 or 2 changes that feel manageable. Maybe it's swapping your sugary cereal for oatmeal with berries. Maybe it's committing to a 10 to 10-minute walk every day. Or maybe it's just adding a high-quality magnesium supplement before bed. Build from there. Listen to your body. Some days will be better than others. Be patient and kind to yourself. Managing arthritis is a marathon, not a sprint. But know this: you have far more power to influence your joint health and comfort than you might believe. By addressing inflammation through these natural, holistic strategies that work together, you can reduce pain, improve mobility, and reclaim activities you enjoy. This is not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about shifting from passively enduring to proactively managing, taking control of your health journey. Arthritis doesn't have to dictate the quality of your later years. You can build a strong foundation for healthier, more comfortable joints. Thank you so much for joining me today. Now I want to hear from you. What is one small change, one simple step you're considering trying this week after watching this? Let me know in the comments below. Your journey and your insights can inspire someone else. Be well, and I'll see you in the next video.